Hello, welcome to Learning Excel with David. In our previous video, we spoke about data cleaning, where we spoke about two major parts of data cleaning, which were text to column and flash fill. Well, in this video, we are also going to be dealing with a major part of data cleaning, or two major parts of data cleaning, which is known as removing duplicates and handling blank cells. So how do we go about this? We already have a file here which contains the data we are going to be working on, and as we can see, this file contains some empty blank cells and also contains a lot of duplicate values. So we are going to be looking at how we are eventually going to deal with that. Well, Excel has generally provided a general way of removing duplicate value, which is here. So you can just simply come and click on the data and then click on remove duplicate. Now what this does is that it will highlight the entire sheet and then look for duplicate values and generally remove them. But personally, I wouldn't advise this. Why? Is because first and foremost, we have to identify the duplicate first before removing them. That is best practice, so that we will not eventually have to remove a very important value or figure unknowingly. So because of this, we are going to switch now here to a small group of data where we are going to be practicing how we are going to remove duplicates so that we'll understand things better. So here we have a small group of data. You can see this is David, Victor, and you can see David appeared 3 times and Victor appeared once. So in order to remove duplicates, first we are going to identify the duplicates. And how do we go about doing this? We go about doing this using the conditional formatting under the home tab. So we highlight the group of data, click on conditional formatting, highlight cell rows, and then we click on duplicate values. Then we do this. What Excel does is Excel will eventually find the duplicates and highlight them, helping you to identify where the duplicates are and helping you to make better decisions. So let's assume, okay, we've seen the duplicates and we want to remove them. Now we can simply highlight it and go to the data tab and then click on remove duplicates and then click on OK. And Excel will automatically remove the duplicate values. Now let's assume we do not want to remove the duplicate values at first, but we want to find out how many duplicate values are in a group of data. For example, we want to find out how many times, if we are working on a very large data set, we'll not be able to view it like this. So let's say we want to find how many Davids appear in this data set. So what we can simply do is we can use a function known as a count if. So we can use count if. Then we would open a bracket and then we would have to highlight the column G. So G, column G. And then what we'll do, we'll put a comma and then we'll pick the G2. And then we'll close the parentheses and then we'll press enter. And what this does is that it will tell you how many times that figure appeared in that column. So we will eventually drag this down and then you will see that for David, you can see it appeared 3 times. For Victor, it appeared 2 times, and for so on and so forth. For the rest, they appeared once. This will help us make better decisions and help us analyze this data properly. So that is that about removing and identifying duplicate values. The next thing we're going to do is removing blanks. Removing blanks. So how do we identify and remove blanks? This is very simple. We can easily come here and just highlight them and click on delete. But this is not very efficient because if you are working with a large amount of data, you cannot be doing this singly. It will take a lot of time. So how do we do this? We can simply do this by changing our data here into a table. So we can just highlight and click on the filter. So when we highlight and click on the filter, you see a drop down menu here. So you can see a drop down menu here. So you can see the drop down menu here. So what we can easily do is we can easily click on the drop down menu. When we do this, anyone, so we click on the drop down menu and then we click on, we will remove select all, and then we click on blank, and then we click on OK. So what this does is that it would eventually show us which cells or which column or row are blank. So you can see them highlighted in blue, 53, 54, and then you can see it up to 213. All we can simply do is that we can highlight everything. We just simply highlight everything and then right click and click on delete row, and that will be all. And then one thing we have to also know is that we have to identify which one we selected. So we just click on that and click on select all and click on OK. And voila, the entire data is back with the blank cells or blank cell, yeah, blank cells all removed. So that is all on this part of data cleaning. So we've spoken about how we can remove duplicates and how we can remove blank cells. Thank you and have a wonderful day.